We are back, and we are about to finish the campaign soon. Couple more acts, and we'll be good to go. I need to craft a bow for this. Alright, we need to get some auras going on. Aura time. Alright, let's see what's up real quick. I think this bow is going to be relatively easy to craft. Well, actually, if I gotta get double T1 fizz. Fuck. Double T1 fizz and double dot multi. All right. Well, it looks like it won't be easy to craft. I guess I was wrong. Let's see. What else? Oh, we need to get malevolence. I definitely need to get malevolence. I have pride already. Well, I do need to get a 6-link bow too. I wonder how difficult it's going to be to get chance to bleed rolled on the chance to bleed rolled on split arrow. Damn. 30 divines for that shit? God damn. It'd probably be more worth it just to try to roll it. No corruption. Alright, so it's only 50C. I mean, we don't even really need. We could just try to roll the coin of power on a regular gem and then just level it up, I guess. It's alright, we'll worry about this afterwards. I definitely want to get a 6-link bow with dot multi on it just for the rest of the campaign, though. And then I figured out how to respec into Slayer, too, and still keep the chance to bleed up.
Approach, challenger.
Approach. All right, now we could probably fit in Malevolence. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Forbidden Flame and Flesh, and I'm going to do the Aggravated Bleeding from Gladiator instead of doing the Explosion, and then just roll Slayer instead. Slayer will be a lot more tanky because of the Leech. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Ran right into the beam, man. Don't cross the streams. Alright, we need to get hooked up right now. Dude, some of these imbued gems, dude, are pretty nuts, man. It's just too bad that the odds to roll them are so low. Otherwise, that'd be a really good way to make profit. You know what? You could be right. Let me double check, though. Pretty sure it's physical damage. No, it's overkill damage. Yeah, it's overkill damage. So it's not only melee. But I'm going to go for Brutal Fervor, which is just life leech effects. So it's not it's 100% increased maximum recovery per life leech. There's nothing about melee on there. You scared me there for a second, man. I thought I had misread it or something. Because I do that quite often. I'll be like planning shit out, and I'm like, oh man, dude, I read that sentence wrong. And then I'm like, oh, looks like I'll start a new character. Because I forgot to read, or I didn't read one sentence right. Well, we solved the chance to bleed with tattoos, and hemophilia, or hemophilia. And so that'll take care of everything except for the. It'll take care of everything except for War of Attrition, but I think that Slayer is way more beneficial for this build than Gladiator would be, as far as damage goes. All right, we need to go get another bow. Now we can go get a 6-link bow. It should be pretty easy to get one now with dot multiplier on it. Let's see. Oh, you can get it. Holy shit. Okay, that's really strange. Okay. All right, this will easily carry us through the rest of the campaign. We need to get 3 red sockets on here though, because I need to fit in. I need to get brutality in there, volatility, and chance to bleed. Okay. All right, there we go.
The weary traveler draws close to the ends that sunlight shall never be. Such resilience. Pity the emperor who sits alone on his throne.
I have a feeling I'm really, really going to like this build. This might be one of my go-tos. If it works out the way I think it is.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without blemish, only as the fish entertains our hearts. Enjoy the refinement. You were born for this. My 3 lieutenants remain. Misery loves company.
Damn, I got stuck. All right, cool. Now we get that aggravating bleed node, and then we'll respec to Slayer after the next. And once I get the Forbidden Flame and Flesh, because I want to get Jagged Technique. Do we have any more Frostblink gems? I don't know. I think we do. It's not gonna matter. Let's take this one. Take this one out. Damn. Dude, Icicle Mine of Fanning is actually a really fun build to play. I was playing it on a Deadeye, I want to say. I wanted to switch over to Flame Dash anyway, so. Alright. Yeah. Marco, new build, man. Bleed Gladiator. Well, Bleed Slayer is what it's ultimately going to be, but I'm leveling through the campaign as a Gladiator just for the Bleed explosions until I can get the Forbidden Flame Flesh set up. It's going to be a pretty standard setup for this type of build. It's not going to be anything special, but I have never played a bleed build before, and this was something that looked like it would be a lot of fun. I need to get that bleed helmet too. The Usurper, I think is what it's called. Usurper? Yeah, Usurper's Penance. That's what it's called. And we just stack Frenzy charges to the moon. And then we get Ralakesh. Then I need to go at the Bloodline Ascendancy for Cruelty. Nice. Yeah, I've never played a bleed build before. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to go with slams. I was thinking about doing Vol Ground Slam and using the new Vol Temptation gem, but I don't know. We still might do that. We're gonna test this out, see how good it feels. We still might pivot over to that, but for now, we're gonna do this. It seems like it would be a really good bosser too. How high was your bleed DPS on your Bone Shatter build? Nice. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not even really like a big bow player, but I don't know. For some reason, bleed bow is something I always want to put together. It's weird. I don't know why. I wanted to do the same thing in PoE too for some weird reason. It's kind of strange because I'm not even like a huge bow person. You know, I don't like to play lightning arrow or anything like that. But this seems like it'd be like a little bit more tanky than that, and I don't know. It just seems like a cooler concept. The next build I'm going to put together is going to be fucking nuts, though. I'm working on the POB for it right now. It's going to be bananas. You guys are going to like it. Okay. Yeah, you gotta. The thing with POB is you have to like make sure that you have all the configurations set. Because if you're just looking at like the base skill DPS, it's not going to be anything. You got to make sure you have like all your charges configured and the enemies bleeding and all the conditional stuff on there too. Yeah, the next build's something off meta. This is pretty off meta too, I think. Bow bleed build. But yeah, the next one's definitely off meta. I don't see too many people playing bow bleed builds, but maybe it is. I don't know. I could be wrong. I like bleed as a mechanic because the more that they chase after you've already inflicted bleed, the more damage it does, if it's not already aggravated, but it's a crazy amount of damage that you can get up. Alright, right on. I've been really trying to get in with it, like into experimenting with my own stuff. This is kind of gonna be an exception, but what I like to do is take other people's builds. At least this is what I was doing when I was like learning how to put my own builds together and just trying to tinker around with stuff and try to make it like my own iteration of it. Now I can kind of put a build together from scratch, and some of them are good, some of them suck, but now I'm getting like a lot better at putting the pieces together myself. Be right back, guys. 1 second. Oh yeah, dude. Especially you work for the IRS. I forgot about that. Oh wait, you work for the IRS or you work for the post office? I can't remember, Scrubs. One of you guys works for the post office. I can't remember who it is. Post office, right? Yeah, same shit. There's somebody else that was working at the IRS. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, it's got to be a fucking nightmare, dude. I don't know what's been happening, dude, but the mail has been so fucking, like, erratic lately. It's kind of crazy. Like, sometimes I'll get a letter sent from the East Coast to the West Coast because I'm in California, and it'll just be like, it'll take like a month. And then sometimes I'll get one sent from further away from that place, and it'll only take like 4 or 5 days. It's so weird. Yeah. They added a bunch of new, very cool new support gems, though. I like these new supports that they added. They're very fucking cool. It just opened up so many other like build ideas for me that I want to try out. I really want to make a minion packed ignite build. That's what I want to do. This is going to be the season of off meta shit for me. Like, isn't the post office going broke too? I read some article about that. I was like, what? How does that even make sense? The fuck is the post office going broke? They was talking about like switching over to like a private sector. I was like, damn, that shit's about to get way more expensive to ship stuff or to mail anything. It's gonna be way more expensive if it goes private. Yeah, there's a gang more player power this league for sure. If this build keeps its power up like it has in the campaign right now, if I'm able to scale it into the end game, this build is going to be fucking ridiculous. Right, it's not. Right, but for some reason they were saying that it was. I think it was like a funding thing, if I remember the article correctly. I might have it wrong, but. Well, dude, it would help if these fucking politicians stopped stealing all our tax money, dude, and spending it on bullshit. We would be fucking, we'd be totally fine. We'd be able to fund the post office just fine. But the problem is our fucking tax dollars don't go anywhere to where they should. This shit drives me nuts, dude. I pay so much in taxes, and I would not mind at all to pay that amount in taxes if it actually went to stuff that I helped. I don't mind paying my fair share, dude. I don't at all. But we're just spending that money on just the most useless shit, and a lot of it's just being stolen. We are the richest country in the fucking world, dude, and we have so many homeless people. It's sad, dude. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, Raiden, I'm rocking the bleed bow now, dude. We're about to get busy. We are about to get busy. My next build is going to be really nuts, though. I'm excited to show it to you guys, but it's just not ready yet, so I don't want to say anything about it. But it's going to be fun. That one's going to be an uber boss killer. An off-meta uber bosser. Damn, these fools are just dropping just off splitter. I don't even have to use puncture. Nice. Did you end up doing the Righteous Fire version? It's a relatively fun concept to play around with, cast when stun, and there's other shit you can do with it too. As long as you understand the concept of like the stun, like getting stunned every time you get hit and lowering your stun threshold to like 0, you can pretty much make any skill that you're able to trigger that way. You can make it into a build like that. So I would encourage you to try that out. Try other skills. Because there are other skills you can play with that for sure. You make something really fun. I always go the wrong way here. Every time. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. So with cast when stun, since they removed, you can use like penance mark that helps. And then the other one is where it was Vol Breach that you could use to catch the ignites on the single target. So if you're doing Simulacrum with the cast when stun build, you would have to pop Vol Breach for Kosis, because you need to catch the ignite on him, and that's the hard thing to do, is to get that ignite to catch. Because once all the monsters die around him, it doesn't, like, the ignite doesn't spread anymore, and it can, like, miss him, and then you gotta, like, do something to proc monsters, otherwise the ignite won't catch him. But you could also use Scorching, what is it called? Not Scorching Ray. What's the other one? It's a new Transfigured gem, the Totem one. I forget what it's called, dude. This happens to me so much, dude. My brain just stops working at some point. I'll look it up here in a second. Searing Bond, that's what it's called. Searing Bond of whatever the new Transfigured version of Searing Bond. You can use that for single target. I heard that works really well. Nice. Yeah, well, there's the new Transfigured version of Searing Bond. And I believe that would work well with the Righteous Fire setup for like single target damage, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. It might suck. But I think I heard people were using it, or I read it somewhere, maybe on Reddit or something. All right, we're almost done, guys. I want to look into other cast when stun setups, though. Yeah, I could be wrong, dude. Maybe they might not be using it for cast when stun. They might just be using it for Righteous Fire, but I thought I read earlier today that somebody was using the new Searing Bond for a single target. Because there's not very much totem support in that build in the cast when stun, so I don't know how well it would scale. But snack pack time. Almost there. And no more changes to make really in the build, just filling out the tree now. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. All the Gladiator ones are, I'm pretty sure. Since I'm going to be using Hemophilia gloves, that already has the Explode in it. So I might as well go for the... because the bleeding is not going to be aggravated, so I definitely want to go for Jagged Technique. And then I'm also going to use the I'm going to use the Suresh bloodline to get the Bitter Lash for the cruelty. That'll add another 2 million DPS onto the build. I think we're gonna get we're gonna get some sort of POB 2 announcement here shortly as well. I'm assuming that's gonna be coming in the next week. I can't believe how fast this month is going by, dude. It's so crazy. It's already like halfway over. No, I don't think so. I think you have to spec into it. Well, you could. I mean, you could get the Forbidden Flame and Flesh for that, but then you would be. I'd be sacrificing all the Gladiator nodes. But you got to imagine, right? If I'm using Bleed, I'm only going to be hitting one time, right? So specking into the Overleech thing might not be, well, are you talking about the Overkill leech, or are you talking about the life leech effects are not removed when unreserved life is filled? Because I'm already going to spec into Brutal Fervor. And then I got to go for Masterful Form, because that's going to give me my endurance charges as frenzy charges. I'm going to just stack frenzy charges to the roof. Get a ton more multiplier off of that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. But I don't know if, I mean, the only way I can think of getting that without just speccing the point in is just getting the jewels. I think that's pretty specific to Slayer, so. there, we can get our replica feral furs now. I know, right? That's why I do not mind doing the campaign in this game at all. And this is what I think that I was just saying this last night, is this is what Diablo's missing here. Is like a sense of progression throughout, like, building up the character. If they changed it to where you had to, like, go back through some sort of, like, campaign story and you were, like, leveling and feeling progression, it would feel a lot better. Yeah, the Ascendancies, dude. The Ascendancies were done 100% right in this game. Now all they need to do is just make Path of Exile 2 Ascendancies the same, to where you actually get like a big spike in power from them. I'll be fully on board. Because as it stands right now, dude, the Ascendancies, like in Path of Exile 2, they're like kind of weak. Yes, I agree. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's so funny. I can't believe I walked into that one shot twice. That's fucking hilarious. What up, Dress? How you living, man? Nice. I wish I could join you, man, but I gotta stick to this fast. I've been doing intermittent fasting during the week, so I'm only drinking now on Fridays and Saturdays.
Take care. Hello.
I'm trying to well, I've been doing intermittent fasting, but right now, so right now my diet is I'm doing intermittent fasting throughout the week, and then I'll go and off the rails and drink and eat all for Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday I do a 24-hour fast from Sunday to Monday. So I just finished the 24-hour fast today, and then I'll start the intermittent again throughout the week. Fasting's really, really good for you, dude. At least that's what all the studies are saying. I don't know, man. There's something to it for sure. Oh, you know what I can go get now? I can go get that helmet. Let's go get the helmet. So we need that shit. Oh, no, 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 no. We gotta get... No, never mind. We can't get it to levels. I think it's level 69. We'll go buy it anyway since we're already here. I wonder if I can get one with 90% reservation on it. Dude, the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out is gonna be fucking badass. That shit comes out on my birthday. That's not bad. It's only 15 divines. Sick.
It seems every
Oh, you watched the old one. Okay, I thought you meant like the remake, like the good remake. The old one's good still. I thought it was good. Back in the 90s, I thought it was good. The new ones, though, are fucking really, really good. Wow, I just, you know what's funny? I just did my first playthrough of WoW, like not too long ago. And I didn't get very far, dude. I started the playthrough, but I didn't finish it. I did not get to level 60. It's fun though. Yeah, WoW is very fun to play. I had never played it. I was always a Diablo 2 head, dude. That was my game back in the day. So while everybody else was playing World of Warcraft, I was just stuck on playing Diablo 2. Yeah, we got good damage right now, dude. Once we get our bow is going to be even better than this. Once we craft it, it's going to be a hard bow to craft. It's going to be pretty expensive, but it's going to be worth it. We need high fizz damage, and we need double dot multiplier on it. It's going to be hard to get, but... But yeah, this bleed damage is off the charts. There we go. Alright, cool. Almost done. No, I only have one bleed up. You can only have one bleed at a time. It's not like poison where you can stack multiple bleeds. Or like last epoch, you can only have one. I don't know if there's items that give you multiple bleed. I'm not sure. This is the first bleed build I've ever played. But I don't think that there's support for that, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was looking at the wiki to see what unique items support bleed. And I don't believe it's on here. I don't see it. I don't think there is one. There are a ton of items that support bleed, though. Oh, whoops, we didn't go talk to Bannon yet. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, we're good. Dude, these explosions are so satisfying.
afraid you will earn Hypus.
Oh, damn. I'm not getting shit for experience, huh? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It only works that way in maps. I forgot in the campaign you really don't get very good experience from that. We should go for more spell suppression here. More max life, more spell suppression. I gotta go turn on my AC. 1 second. Almost there. One more boss fight and we're good to go. Well, actually, 2 more boss fights and we're good to go. Yeah. That's what I'm like. That's what I pretty much do too. I just do like 2 sessions, get it done. Drust over here can do it in 1 session. He got his campaign time down to like 4 hours or something like that. That's crazy fast. Yeah, 4.5 hours is nuts. Still not fast. It's not fast enough, yeah? What are you trying to go for? What's your goal? You trying to get under 4 hours? Damn, that's crazy, bro. Well, you'd be right up there with Tai Tai, dude. It'd be you and Tai Tai racing. You got to do a not a twink run and see how good you do. That's what you have to do. No twink setup, just SSF, no gear, no currency, right from the beginning. See how fast you can do. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Not bad. You're using slams, right? Yeah. Mostly slams, though, right? Cheater. That's every. I want to see a. I want to see a. I want to see a non-twink run of 4 hours using a different skill than a slam one. That's what I want to see. That's the true test. My fastest run is with Bama. It's like five hours and change. Definitely not my average run though, dude. I take forever. I lollygag a lot. I go trade for items. I fuck around. I'm messing around in POB a lot. Oh, it's my. That's not my. Sorry, dude. I forgot to change that shit again. That's not my current POB, dude. I'm sorry. I'll show you my current POB here in a second. Oh, thanks for the follow, man. All right, here, I'll show it to you real quick. This is as far as I've made it so far. We're about to do the third Ascendancy, and then we're going to do the third Ascendancy, then we're going to hop into maps, get our passive points. We got to craft this bow. Bow is going to be hard to craft. I got to get this cluster jewel too so I can get the Forbidden Flame and Flesh, and I can swap over to Slayer. Let me see if I can get this cluster jewel real quick. It shouldn't be too expensive. I'm going to need to get... Let's see... yeah, Force Multiplier. You got to be careful now with these refracting fogs. You got to be careful now when you're buying cluster jewels on trade, because it might not have the enchantment you're looking for now. Whoops. I guess I could use attack and cast speed. I'm going to need to make up some resistances too. Now we need to get Forbidden Flame and Flesh. Yeah, see, that shit is super cheap. Super duper cheap. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to respec now into Slayer once we do the third one, because then I'll be able to get the... all in order. I need to get 40 of them. And we gotta go get the Suresh bloodline too. Damn, dude, my life is still really low. Holy shit. I should have gone and gotten the passive points before we went and did this, but we'll see if we'll survive it. Whenever there's a golden door, I always pick the wrong one. I can't believe I just walked right into that shit. Oh. I can't believe I just did that, dude. I know, whenever there's a separate path, I pick the wrong one. That shit is fucking funny. Dude, I don't know why I ran up that way. I saw him winding up for it. I just didn't think, I thought I was far enough away. That's so funny. All right, let's go get these passive points because we need more life, dude. Bad. That's what we need. Okay. We'll get these passers real quick. Yeah, he fucked me up. It's all right. It was my bad. I should have known that I was not far enough away, but it is what it is. Oh, whoops, we gotta go this way first. Hmm. Oh shit. Whoops. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Sorry. Damn, I'm gonna have to do this. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this off stream. Sorry, guys. All right. That's what I need to do. I need to come up here.
I am. You have. I. You. Live will go on.
What else do we need? We need to go get the Cloven one. Love is Dead. Reflection of Terror. We already got the Gemling. Should go grab that now.
You're not the most powerful. Been an honor.
Talakoda, go, come.
Hey, Drust, when you do your fast runs, do you pick up every passive point on the way, or do you do it when you get done with the campaign? Oh shit, this is another one of those fucking... I keep going to this door, dude. This new area. It keeps fucking me up. You do all the passives on the way? Well, obviously the lab trials, right? But I was just talking about, like, the passives. You just do the whole campaign unascended? Like a Chad or what? Dude, I hate this area so much with these projectiles. Look at that, another campaign divine, dude. See my new campaign strat, dude? 15 divines an hour, guaranteed. I'll make a video. Yeah, it's always best to do it. If you're doing it like a twink setup or not twink setup, it's best to do it before that last Kataba fight, so you don't lose that. You don't lose your resistances. Nice. Isn't it just the same route that everybody takes though? Or do you take a different route? Isn't it just like the most optimal route? Isn't there only one route? Or do you do things in like a certain order, you mean?
So it was.
No. Alright, now we just get some max life on our rings. We should be good to go. See, you don't want to be cool like me, dude, and just run into every dead end possible? I don't know, dude. I can't believe that's not tempting. Nah, dude, it's fun. I think you really are just in denial, dude, because it's actually really fun. I don't know how you couldn't think that that's not fun. It's so, dude, because think about it. Like, what else would I be rather doing with my time? I can't even think of anything. Nah, dude. What? Bro, you didn't hear Jonathan Rogers? He said the reason why everybody hates the campaign in Path of Exile 2 is there's not enough fun stuff to do in the game, dude. So they just need to add more dead ends. Dude, it's like a eureka moment, dude. Come on. You just add so many dead ends to the game that you just never get out of the campaign. Do people have a blast? See, they need to hire me, dude, to work at GGG. I could fix all of their campaign woes in Path of Exile 2. Just make it a never-ending maze of dead ends. Just get me, dude, that idea alone should get me New Zealand citizenship. I feel like, I don't know, dude, but I feel like with ideas like that, I should be able to apply to New Zealand for full citizenship, and it should just be granted, no questions asked. Because they're going to ask me what I'm bringing to the country, right? I'm just going to tell them flat out. Just adding more dead ends due to PoE2's campaign. Don't worry about it. Hand it over. Yeah, dude, exactly. That's a good one. Yeah. Dude, the dead ends move on you. That would be sick. So every time you hit a dead end, when you go back in the map, the other dead ends have shifted around, so you never actually know, or it's impossible to ever get oriented. There you go, dude. See? We're brainstorming over here. I'm going to make my own Path of Exile 2 suggestion video for 0.5. I think we need more dead ends, slower movement speed. Stock options in grinding your games or what? That probably wouldn't be a bad company to invest in, dude, if you're fucking, if it was publicly traded. It's so funny, dude. Like people keep making these videos about how Path of Exile 2 needs to be like slow and meaningful combat, and I don't understand how that's even possible in an ARPG. I've said that. I don't know how many times I've said that, but like, it's a lot, dude. I don't think it's possible to do it. You can't have slow, meaningful combat, dude, when you're being rushed by packs of mobs, dude. It just doesn't work that way. I think anything else is just cope. I think people want like a slower, like meaningful game. Like, I mean, meaningful game, but meaningful combat in the game. And if they keep like porting in PoE1 mechanics into the game, I think they've already screwed themselves. What are they going to do? Like delete the monster density in the game and just have it be like packs of 4 mobs where you have to stop, set up combos? I think people will quit if they do that. I don't know. Because they want to make it like a I don't know if their goal is to make it kind of like a No Rest for the Wicked type game where it's just like fights that just take forever or what. I don't know. I don't think it's possible to make an ARPG, like an isometric ARPG like that, though. I really don't. Maybe if anybody could pull it off, it's grinding your games, but I just don't see it happening.
Take care. Not.
Yeah, that's what's happening. That's always been my take on it, dude. It's just like they're trying to make. You have 2 different camps of people, and the reason I don't understand why they did this, but they were taking the game that was originally supposed to be an extension of Path of Exile 1. So obviously, you're going to be pulling a big group of PoE1 players over. Like, it's going to be a good chunk of your audience. And then they wanted to make the game like slowed down and just completely like anathema to how Path of Exile 1 plays. And I think that's the right word. And then they just expected everybody to be like, oh, cool. Yeah, we want to play this like way slowed down version where things are it just doesn't play as smooth. And I don't know. I think like the appeal of this game is you start out slow like you do in the campaign, and it's like a little bit faster as far as movement speed, but you get to the point where you can become a god with investment. The people that act like you just log into PoE1 and all of a sudden you're just blowing up screens, they've just never played the game. It takes an insane amount of investment to become like that. You have to craft items. You have to farm currency. There's like a bunch of steps that you have to do in order to get your character to where you're just like one tapping the entire screen. It's not like you just log in the games automatically like that. And people say that all the time. It's because it's just become like this fucking talking point now on the internet that people say like, oh, it's like a brain off, like one button build. They just use these words that they hear and they just regurgitate them. But they don't realize that there's a lot of investment. Like, how long have I been playing this fucking character? I mean, I can't just go into maps right now, into T16 maps, and just blow up the whole fucking screen of mobs. It doesn't work that way. Like, it takes, there's like an incremental steps to becoming more powerful. And I don't know, dude. Like, they took that game and then they split the community into two. One half all the new players that they brought in that wants like a slower, methodical game, and they like PoE2 the way it currently is. In fact, they would like it to be slower. And then the other portion of the community is the veteran PoE1 players that like that faster pace, like combat of like boom and just blowing shit up. And I honestly don't see how you reach a middle ground there. I really don't. I mean, if anybody could pull it off, it is grinding gear games. But they're going to have to concede one way or the other. In my mind, there's only one way it's going to work. They're not going to be able to be like, oh, well, yeah, we're just going to have everybody just at each other's throats all the time, the entire community, because that's what happens now. If you go like post any kind of opinion on PoE2, people get so emotional about it. It's fucking crazy, man. The video game's in early access, and it's like, it's really wild that people get super emotional over that argument, like almost like something's being taken away from them. I don't know. It's very, very weird. I don't feel that strongly about anything. All right, let's get some res on here. I think what'll end up happening is the game will just become more like PoE1 ultimately. I think that's inevitable at this point. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Meant to do pseudo. We need to get fire res, lightning res, and chaos res in this next one. Let's see.
Could do worse, Exile. Good luck to you.
Damn, all these anime chick hideouts, dude. Shit's so funny. All right, fellas. We'll get this shit. I'll get it put together throughout the day tomorrow, and then we'll be in maps. I'm gonna work on a video right now. I gotta throw my 2 cents in the ring for the PoE2 update. But I'll be back on tomorrow night. Thanks for hanging out.